A Mother's Silent Burden, a story of love, loss, and hidden truths. Below is a complete, extended version of your story, rewritten and expanded into a full narrative for your YouTube video. I've structured it into *** 30 chapters * to make it longer and more episodic, allowing for dramatic pauses, cliffhangers, or segment breaks in your video. The core plot remains the same: love, sudden loss, discovery of a secret, and the choice to protect a child. But I've added more depth, backstory, emotional reflections, additional scenes, character development, and vivid descriptions to flesh it out into a comprehensive, engaging tale. This makes it suitable for a long-form video or series, with each chapter building on the last. The story is told in first-person perspective for intimacy, includes calls to action for your audience, subscribe, share, comment, and ends with a reflective conclusion. Feel free to narrate it with pauses, music, or visuals to enhance the emotional impact. Chapter 1: Dreams of a Simple Life. What if the person you trusted most vanished without a trace? What if you were left alone with a child whose innocent questions pierced your heart? This is my story, one of love, shattering loss, and a secret that weighs on me every day. It's hard to share, but I want you to hear it. If it moves you, please subscribe, share, and comment below. It helps me keep telling stories like this. Let's begin. When I was young, growing up in a small town surrounded by rolling hills and quiet streets, I dreamed of a life that was uncomplicated and full of warmth. I imagined a cozy home with a garden blooming in spring, a loving husband who would share quiet evenings with me, and children whose laughter would echo through the halls. Those dreams felt so real, so attainable, like they were just waiting for me to step into them. Chapter 2: Meeting the Quiet Man. One crisp autumn day, while working at the local bookstore, I met him. He wasn't the type to draw attention tall, with gentle eyes and a soft voice that rarely rose above a whisper. He browsed the shelves quietly, picking up books on history and poetry. When our eyes met, he smiled shyly and something in me stirred. He made me feel safe, like the world couldn't touch me. We talked for hours that day, and I believed he was the one who'd stay forever. I trusted him with my heart, opening up about my dreams, and he listened without judgment. Chapter 3: Building Our Love. Our courtship was simple, like my dreams. Walks in the park, shared cups of coffee, late-night conversations under starry skies. He wasn't loud or full of grand gestures, but his kindness shone through in small ways: a note left on my pillow, a warm hand on my back during tough days. I gave him everything, believing our love was unbreakable. Before I dive deeper, if you're feeling the emotion already, hit that subscribe button and share this video. Your support means the world. Chapter 4: Becoming a Family. We married in a small ceremony, surrounded by family and friends. Soon after, we welcomed our daughter into the world. I named her Emily, after my grandmother who had always been my rock. She was tiny, with soft skin and bright eyes that seemed to hold the universe. Holding her for the first time, I felt my life transform, complete in a way I'd never imagined. My husband stood beside me, his hand trembling slightly as he looked down at her. He gave a small smile, and I thought it was pride, happiness blooming in his quiet heart. Chapter 5: Emily's Early Days. Emily grew quickly, her presence filling our home with joy. Our days were a whirlwind of giggles, first steps, and endless curiosity. She asked about everything: the blue of the sky, the song of birds, the patter of rain on the windows. She'd follow me around, her tiny hand in mine, her questions a constant delight. She was my light, my reason for everything. Chapter 6: The Silent Father. My husband watched her grow, but he was reserved. He didn't join in her games or spin tailies at bedtime. He'd sit in his chair, observing with that quiet smile. I told myself it was just his nature. Not all fathers are playful storytellers. Some love in silence, providing stability and security. I believed he adored her deeply, even if he didn't show it outwardly. Chapter 7: The Day Everything Shattered. One ordinary evening, as the sun dipped low, I waited for him to return from work. The clock ticked relentlessly, but the door remained closed. When the phone rang, my world cracked. A solemn voice on the line delivered the news: he was gone. No accident details, no warning, just gone forever. My body froze, my mind reeling in disbelief. I wanted to scream, but silence gripped me. Chapter 8. Facing the immediate grief. Emily, only 6, looked up at me with wide, confused eyes. "Where's Daddy?" she asked, her voice small. I held her tight, my heart fracturing, unable to form words. The days that followed were a blur of emptiness. The house felt too quiet, his chair vacant, his shoes by the door, his clothes still carrying his scent. At night, I'd cry alone while Emily slept, the pain a relentless wave. Chapter 9. Emily's endless questions. She asked for him daily. "When will Daddy come back? Can he kiss me good night from heaven?" I'd tell her he was watching over us, pointing to the stars, but my words felt hollow. She wanted him to walk her to school, to read her stories. Her innocence amplified my grief, forcing me to be strong when I felt like crumbling. Chapter 10. A year of survival. Time crawled by. A year passed in slow motion. I threw myself into being Emily's everything, playing in the garden, painting colorful pictures, reading simple books. Her smiles and songs gave me strength, but the ache for him lingered. I missed his quiet presence, the family we were supposed to be. The pain was a constant companion. Chapter 11. The discovery in the drawer. One afternoon, while cleaning out old drawers untouched for years, I found a folder hidden at the back. At first, I thought it was mundane paperwork, bills or receipts, but his name on the cover made my hand shake. Opening it, the words "psychiatric hospital" leaped out, stealing my breath. My husband had been treated for depression, a secret he'd buried deep. Chapter 12. The weight of the unknown. I couldn't believe it. He'd never hinted at his struggles. My heart grew heavy as I sat on the floor, folder in hand. Why hadn't he told me? Had I failed to see his pain? That night, as Emily slept beside me, I lay awake, questions tormenting me. Tears fell silently as I wondered how much of the man I married remained a mystery. Chapter 13. Delving deeper into the folder. The next day, with trembling hands, I reopened the folder. The pages revealed his sadness, dark thoughts, fears, doubts shared with a therapist. Reading felt like intruding on private conversations, but I couldn't stop. I wanted to understand. To piece together the hidden parts of him. Chapter 14. The cutting revelation. Deeper in, a note stabbed deeper than his death. In every session, he referred to Emily as the child. Never her name, over and over, the child. My vision blurred with tears. Why did he not feel connected? The man I trusted felt like a stranger now. Chapter 15. A night of whispered names. That night I crept into Emily's room. She slept peacefully, her hand near her face. I touched her hair and whispered, "Emily, Emily, Emily," as if to counteract his silence. I wanted her to feel loved, even in dreams, without a shred of doubt. Chapter 16. Questioning his love. Sleepless, I pondered the father he was, kind in providing, but distant. The notes revealed he'd told the therapist he wouldn't mind if I left with full custody. The ground shifted beneath me. Had he imagined life without us? I felt lost all over again. Chapter 17. Carrying the secret. Emily woke full of life, asking for breakfast. I smiled through the heaviness, vowing she'd never know. The folder stayed in the drawer, but its words haunted my mind. Every glance at her brought the child echoing back. Chapter 18. Struggling with memories. I tried to push it away, focusing on the good. Nights he held me, walks in the park, his kiss when Emily was born. But the secret life intruded, painting two versions of him, the lover and the hidden sufferer. Chapter 19. Nights of heavy silence. Nights were worst. Alone, I'd stare at the sky, imagining his therapy sessions. Was he crying? Alone despite us? My heart ached for him, but resentment grew. He'd left me in the dark. Chapter 20. Reopening the wound. One evening, I reread the folder. The note about me raising her alone broke me anew. Did he not want our family? Screams unspoken, questions unanswered. He was gone, leaving me with echoes. Chapter 21. Emily's growth amid doubt. Emily grew, reading books alone, drawing with pride. She asked about him less, but when she did, I kissed her and said he loved her. Doubt gnawed at me, but I hid it. She needed love, not pain. Chapter 22. Walks and Whispered Doubts. On walks, her hand in mine, she'd ask about nature. I'd answer, but inside, why the child? The secret stole my peace, a constant thief. Chapter 23. Years of Slow Healing. Years passed. Emily learned to bike, made friends, wrote stories. Her joy filled the house, but the folder lingered, heavy and unread but unforgettable. Chapter 24. The Unshareable Truth. I never told anyone, not family, friends, Emily. It became my shadow, following everywhere. When others praised him, I smiled silently, wondering if he'd cared. Chapter 25. Living in Two Worlds. Life split, mother to Emily in one world, bearer of truth in another. I wanted to share good memories, but the folder whispered, stopping me. Simple stories sufficed. Chapter 26. The Heartbreaking Question. At 10, Emily asked softly, "Did father love me?" My heart broke. I wanted truth's release, but said, "Yes," hugging her. The secret burrowed deeper, I'd carry it forever. Chapter 27. A decade later. 10 years on, Emily, now a young woman, laughed loudly, dreamed big. The secret lived on, the folder untouched but known. She asked less, but her photo gazes prompted safe tailies. Chapter 28. Porch Conversations. On the porch at sunset, she asked if I missed him. "Yes," I said, throat tight, withholding more. At 17, did he love me? My hands shook, but I affirmed, hugging her, my burden her peace. Chapter 29. Emily's Bright Future. Emily finished school, planned travels and studies. Proud, I saw no shadow in her, mine alone. I'd touch the folder sometimes, knowing its pain by heart, unable to destroy it. Chapter 30. The Choice of Silence. I wonder why he never said her name. Illness? Fear? I'll never know. But I protect Emily, her father's memory warm, not tainted. Love means carrying pain alone. This story began in love, traversed loss, ended in secret. Some truths stay dark for happiness's sake. Thank you for joining this journey. If it touched you, subscribe, share, and comment. What secrets have you carried? Your words give me strength to share more.